Do you guys go fishing? I've only ever been fishing once, and this was in the Caribbean, and it was almost embarrassing to say that it was at a fish farm. But you know what? I had lots of fun, and the fish farm concept is similar to the pick your own berries concept, where you go out to the farm and you get a basket and you pick your berries, you pay for them, and you take them away. Well, the fish farm concept is that you go out to the farm, you're given bait, you're given fishing poles, and you go out to the ponds and you bait your hook and you catch fish. And these fish were snapper, they were farm raised snapper. And once you catch your fish, you're given a bucket and you put your fish into a bucket of water, and they're alive. And you take this really fresh fish to this compound where they're these women there, and they clean your fish and fry it, and you end up with a platter full of crispy, delicious fried fish. And side dishes. So when I'm out there fishing for the first time, and someone says, wait, what is this we're baiting the hooks with? And it turned out that we were baiting the hooks with little bits of black tiger shrimp. So we thought that was strange. I mean, black tiger shrimp was much more expensive than snapper. So we're catching the fish, and you know how people develop superstitions. I mean, I guess people who fish in the wild, they have superstitions about their lucky hat, or their lucky, I don't know, their lucky tackle, and their fishing box, and that kind of thing. Well, I developed a superstition as well, because I noticed that, well, after fishing for a while, I noticed that there was this residue on my hands. And when I take the hook out of the fish's mouth, sometimes they get really stressed and they start to poop, right? So I make sure that none of that gets on my hand. But still, after a while, there's greeny brown residue that dries on your hands, and it's waxy and very, smells fishy. So I noticed there's this residue on my hands, and then I noticed that I'm not getting any bites, because I mean, you typically get a bite every 2 minutes. I was getting a bite really quickly, and then I noticed I wasn't getting any bites. So I think, well, I wonder if this residue on my hand has something to do with it. You think the fish, I mean, if you bait your hook with the shrimp and that residue is all over the shrimp, all over the hook, do you think the fish can sense it? They smell something? Are there stress hormones? Is it some kind of signaling system where they can tell that, oh, there's trouble here, maybe I should stay away? So I said, okay, let me try and wash my hands and see, rinse my hands frequently, or at least before I bait a hook, and see if that helps. So I rinsed my hands, and sure enough, within seconds, I've got a bite. And so after that, I mean, no problem catching fish at this nice rapid pace. So that's my superstition. You can't have poop on your hands when you're catching fish. And so the moral of the story is that when you're baiting your hook, it's probably not a good idea to use bait that is more expensive than the fish that you're going to catch. And of course, I mean, you can see how you can apply that to your life. So whatever you're doing in life, you have to do a cost benefit analysis, and whatever the result is has to be worth far more than what it costs you to acquire the result. And the second thing is, don't have poop on your hands when you bait your hook. So don't go off on crusades for things when you really don't believe in them. So be committed. And that's it. Thanks for listening.